welcome back to Kim and Tevin. Tevin and Kim. Anyway, as you can see today,
we're looking extra frisky in all black. So we'd like to observe all protocols. If you haven't subscribed or liked, then we like it even before you watch it, because it's already gonna be good.
I mean,
think about it, bro. Welcome to any new viewers. You guys won't regret it. I think we're doing some amazing things here. Popping. Look, she's popping. Look, I'm popping. Look, we're meshing. Come on, guys.
the combos are communicating.
Oh shit. Hello. Okay. No, yeah.
Firstly, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that each and every time we post a video, you will be the first to know. Yo, in his house.
Yeah, it's not too much.
In this video, we actually a couple of days ago we posted on our Instagram. For those that don't follow us on Instagram,
catch us on the gram, son.
Exactly, so that you know what goes on. So basically, we posted a little Q&A thing,
and then obviously most people voted yay instead of nay, so hence we are here. What?
We thank you for everyone that posted their questions.
Question numero uno is, what inspired you to start a YouTube channel?
I'd always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I just didn't really know what I wanted to do. I told you about it, and initially he was like, hell to the no, it is not happening, guys. Keep in mind, this person doesn't even, the only social media network or platform that he was on is WhatsApp until
she put me on her bosoms.
And that was the end of the deal.
Exactly, you can argue with the bosoms.
It took us forever to make the first video because
when I do something, I want to do it really well.
Oh, so he's a perfectionist. That's what he's saying.
Yeah. It took us, I think,
almost a month.
Yeah, to get the first video.
To get the first video.
We shot it 4 times.
We're a bit more comfortable.
Actually, we've made 5 we've put out. Not to mention all those camera actions that we didn't put out.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 2. It's a little bit too late. Okay, but I'll ask it. It says, who was the first to say I love you? Kim was. Kim was the first to say I love you.
No, guys, you know what the thing is, me when I catch feelings, I catch them very quickly.
Actually, and I don't make it easier because tall, dark, handsome, Swati.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm not Swati, but I can speak Swati.
You're Swati, what are you saying?
I'm half Shangan.
How could you
the
not
twang? How can you not fall in love with the twang, y'all?
How can you not? So
I think
it's sweating.
Really cute. Yeah, it was really cute. Yeah. Initially when she said it, I was like, I didn't know how to respond. I was like,
he was like, thanks.
Yeah, and I hugged her and I was like, yeah. But I'd explained to her even before then that too many times before it hadn't been
something
that was it wasn't said in a genuine, with a sense of genuine. It was just something that was said to keep everyone comfortable and keep everyone together. So yeah, so after that I vowed and I was like, no, I'm not gonna say that unless I properly mean it, and I know that all of my actions and everything like that is gonna follow. It's not gonna deviate. Is God part of your relationship? I think in anything that we can incorporate it, we do. Because when we are together,
and
we pray together.
Pray and
we do readings together.
And
we do devotions together.
So yeah.
So in that sense we do, and I think.
But I don't think we've involved him as much as we should. In decision making. But making big decisions.
There have been times where we've argued, and I'm like, and I don't know what's going on, and I'm like, yo, big man, let me know, fam. Is this a situation?
No,
is this a situation I want to be in? Is this a situation I should be in? No,
but I think we can do more.
Yeah, of course. You can always do more.
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to
but we
praying,
go to church together when we can.
Yeah.
Which is nice. So,
Take
but
it from
yes, God is involved
God
in our
is involved,
relationship.
yeah. Which country outside of South Africa would be your first vacation together?
Well, we're already going.
Yeah. We'll be leaving like in...
But yeah, we will obviously vlog.
Because now we're YouTubers. That's another video you have to tune in to get the answer.
To find out where we're going.
But if we'd have like
an
ideal place. You wanted to, you said, was that the Bali or Thailand?
Yes, Thailand.
So yeah, that would be like a perfect place.
Yeah. Yeah, but you guys have to stay tuned, obviously, to see where we are going. See, I don't even know which hand is which.
What are your pet peeves about one another? Shit just got real, son. Kim has this tendency of overthinking. You know, so this thing of overthinking of hers will even complicate the simplest of things. So sometimes it just results in us arguing over something that's not even supposed to be an argument. Like, because she's like also emotional, and I'm like, I think I'm reserved. I'm way more reserved than she is emotionally. There's like a disconnect, because I'll look at her and I'll be like, really, like that. And for her, it's like super.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And like, because I won't look at it as a big deal. I'll be like, nah, dude, you just wilding. You need to relax. And in her head, she'll be like, he doesn't fucking care. He doesn't fucking care. And she'll say, you don't care what happened. And then now I'm like, but like, if I didn't care, why would I be here? And why would I ask you and be like, okay, no, what's going on? Explain to me.
My pet peeve about you
is that I'm too handsome.
Besides that, is your first of all, you play too much. Is your emotional disconnect. Like, I've never come across someone that's so disconnected from their emotions. You are top 2 and not number 2.
And I can imagine.
It gets really tough because, like, you guys don't even understand. We are complete opposites. So I think it's the emotional disconnecting that
between
you have.
us, yeah. We communicate our emotions in different
completely different
yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
How do you guys build one another up?
I think I force you to become tougher than what you were before. I think. Because like before, you were way too concerned about what everyone else thinks. That would be your first notion with anything that you want to do or any challenge that you want to take on. You'd criticize yourself above and beyond that without realizing what you already have on the surface that you can offer, which is like, gang. See, so you were too quick to, no, but I don't have that. But I'm like, but you've got this. You're forgetting what you have. Yeah. So, and then everything else just followed after that because you just took over. After I gave you that, like, the nudge of confidence.
I think I've built you up. You tend to be a bit too relaxed with things. Like, try to push you to stop with the procrastination. To also try being in touch with your emotions as well. In that sense, to make you a bit more sensitive.
Yeah, and aware of like how what I say and how it affects like people and stuff like that. I think I'm just unfiltered.
You talk.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's been like different elements that have obviously like come together on both of our sides to kind of like be like, you're great, you're very cool, but this is what's missing for you to level up.
What is the foundation of your relationship?
I think initially it was physical. It's just based on physical attraction to one another.
Yeah.
I'm super sexy. Then, always after some time, when you're trying to build a relationship, you're like,
it's not just about
it's
that.
not just
it
about
cannot
that.
be.
Yeah. Because we'd argue like a lot.
We still do.
A lot. I think it's better.
It's better than before now.
Like about like dumb stuff. Like, and I like have this. I tend to sometimes have this like no care. Like
Yes.
Like, policy. Like, where, like, she'd be saying stuff, and I'd look at her, and I'd be like, yeah, it's not for me, bruv. And, like, yeah, I'd just be like, ugh. And obviously, past that, we then got to a point where we were like, okay, look, let's eliminate all that physical stuff. Take a break from like any like physical stuff, and we got down to like, let's actually get to know each other like properly. Like, who's Kim? What does she do? Who's Tevin? What does he do?
What does he like?
What does he like? What does she like? Yeah, what doesn't he like?
Because we realized that our personalities
So completely
clashed.
Yeah.
There was no connection
Like
in
whatsoever.
that sense.
Yeah. So we like had to kind of like try and rebuild, and that was crazy difficult. Crazy difficult. We had breaks, we had pauses, we had shouting sessions. Yeah, we just had we had disagreements, like crazy disagreements. We paused the relationship, we replayed, we rewinded, we did whatever. Just obviously just try and get it work. And then what we realized is that we wanted it to work like quite a lot, because we kept on coming back to the drawing board and being like, okay, we tried this, it didn't work. Let's
so
try
there was
this.
a willingness
to always like
make it work.
Try and find a middle ground and
it's
make
not
it work.
easy. This thing.
Finally got to a point where we were like, okay, look, we're constantly willing to come back and try and fix what's going on.
Clearly, there's something.
There's something that we see in moving forward and stuff. So we shifted the dynamic. I obviously took more of a willingness to accept her emotional side, and obviously then also open myself up emotionally for her, so that she'd also feel like, we're on the same wavelength, instead of being very closed off. And she toned down her emotion like a little bit, so that I could also understand where she comes from. Because when someone speaks with emotion and out of frustration and that, you say mean things, you say things that you don't mean. And for me, it came up to be a thing where I was like, then what the hell am I doing here? If everything I do, most of the things that I do irritate you so much, then bounce. Deuces we finding, but I'm not gonna say it's perfect, it's not perfect. We still argue. We still have those issues where we were talking about stuff and we don't see eye to eye and we don't agree like at all. Even though they are bad times, but the good times far outweigh the bad. Yeah, we got hella turn. Yeah, also don't wanna be caught wanting. You win, Talala. Gabat.
How do your families feel about your relationship?
Like everyone else has been really cool with it. Because we've met most like the important people in each other's families. And they've been really cool about it. There's obviously the few comments that obviously come out like, you guys are young, you guys know that, right? And they like, I just feel like you're going fast.
No, only one of my aunts like wasn't really sure about
She
you.
thought I was a PIM.
Until like we obviously all got to hang out and stuff, and she was like, and then
He's actually cool.
He's actually very cool. So Tevin gets along with everyone.
Oh, I think they like me.
What keeps your relationship going?
Oh, you can answer that.
That's my name.
Yeah. Kim's extremely hot. DZ. Every day. Oh, wow. Some of our greatest ideas together. And we've set up a support structure that I think is really, really dope.
Yeah. That's
in terms
true.
of one another. Our support structure is really,
That's
really cool.
very
Whenever anyone comes up with an idea or something that they want to push for, we constantly there on top of one another to be like, okay, sweet, this is what you want to do. Let's find out what research we need to do in order to make it happen. What's the most expensive gifts you've bought one another?
There's a watch. I got him a Ted Baker watch. I got it when I went. Where did I go? Was it New York or Washington? I went to Washington. I was in Washington. I just thought that it was like a borderline birthday gift.
Yeah.
Because I got it around like December time or something.
I got Kim handbags. She'd been complaining that she didn't have
Street.
handbags. Yeah, small streets. Small streets. Mainland. What was it? Colette. Yeah, 2 bags from Colette.
For my birthday, very nice bags. Like, I was like, never expected it. My birthday's coming by the way. Yeah, I think we don't fail in that department.
Yeah, no, we don't fail. Maybe the kids. What are your favorite shoes? Or sneakerheads? You've become sneakerheads since I've been one.
Yeah, he's been one,
Yeah,
and then he got me into
she got into sneakers. I like your Pumas.
Which
those
one?
Black ones.
Oh yeah.
And they go with my black Ignites.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I like your Nikes. You got super fresh Nikes. And then I got the black ones because I saw your fresh black Nikes. I had the Turbulence.
Yeah.
The Adidas. You had the white. I had the white Turbulence. You had the white silver white. Pumas.
The white, silver and white ones.
Yeah. Okay, though she's got a sick collection of trainers. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, my mom. Guys, my mom's the plug.
Yeah, she's got a sick collection of trainers. Like, yeah, she's putting pressure in terms of that. Yeah. But another pair. She bought me. You got me Chelsea boots for my birthday this year.
Oh yes, I do.
I think you can do this.
Where I see you, girl. She's asking me if I still go to gym. I do, not as often as I used to. I do, like, now it's like once a week. Or yes, before it was 6 times a week. And gym is far. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what also happened. Because obviously, Lebu saw something. I mean,
when?
Lebu, I don't know what you see because
I feel nothing. I feel nothing.
Cocaine.
Tevin likes smelling me. I don't know.
Just to make sure that she doesn't smell like any other guy, so that I know when she's cheating. Do you want kids? Yes. Kim wants kids, guys. Next question. Yeah. I want one.
I want at least 4.
If it's a boy, then shut the factory.
You're mad.
Done.
At least 4.
One boy.
Minimum 2. Maximum 4.
We'll have 1 and a dog.
No.
That's halfway.
2.
1 and a dog.
2.
That's 2 kids.
No.
Yes.
2 human children.
How do you guys deal with the distance between you?
The distance between us is pretty much like
an hour.
An hour.
But we also made it an effort to at least see each other like once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was before I had a car, ne? The once a week thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had to drive from Pretoria to Joburg.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then the date nights.
Yeah, meet up or go watch a movie or something like that, hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we do together. How long have you been together?
2 years and 4 months.
With like mini breakups in between.
The last question is, when do we plan on getting married?
When Jesus say yes, nobody can say no. I think it would put a lot of pressure on either one of us, but we've accepted that there's certain things that we do within the relationship that kind of like show that that's a direction that it can go towards. The next 4 or 5 years, then we'd have been dating for 7 years.
Okay, that's fair. I'm good with that. It sounds fine.
Yeah, so that's...
There's no rush, guys. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
No, there's no rush to get married.
And
technically, we already know, like, our habits of, like, being around each other.
Oh, yeah.
So, we know it's okay who's going to be doing what in the household. And mostly, it's him. Because he cooks. He doesn't clean, so I'll clean. And you do anything for me.
Yeah, so that's now because you're far away. Now when you're here, I'll be like, oh.
But it's not like you don't do it.
Yeah.
Look at my face. So fake. Thank you to everyone that posted all the questions.
Yeah, bro.
They were
Really
pretty cool.
Yeah, they were really, really dope.
Yeah.
They also made us think of certain things that we hadn't thought about.
Let us know on our Instagram page at Kim Tevin.
Yeah.
What else you guys would like to see. And obviously comment on this video as well. We will see you in the next video.
They do. Fromage.
What? Who's most likely to play a prank on the other?
You.
Haha,
You're
because I'm the
childish.
funny one.
Like, she came in the other day telling me she met some guy named Tebogo, bruh. And if you really are the Tebogo boy, I'ma find you, son. I'ma find you and I'ma knock you out, bro.
That's a joke.
Yeah.
I should have recorded that whole thing.
Everything's a joke until someone gets hurt.
I should have recorded it now. Don't worry, guys. The pranks are coming.
This is how people get dumped.
The pranks are coming.